Welcome to Sensations of the Singing Voice, your voice for life. I'm Charles, and welcome to the second in the series of the Purple Chair interviews. And today with us we have Lucas. Hello, Lucas. Lucas has been with me for a couple of years, in actual fact. Not the longest I've ever had a student, but what I've found with Lucas is that he's very consistent and massive improvements. And so I'm just going to start by asking Lucas, look, what made you, what was your inspiration for saying, okay, well, I've kind of had enough and I want to learn to sing?
I've always been singing my whole life, but never very healthy or with technique or anything. Like I could hold a pitch, but and anything that was kind of at the limits of my voice, so I would really be stretching and it would start to hurt quite quickly.
So what do you call the limits of your voice? I mean,
so I sing a lot of rock and that kind of stuff. So if I was, which includes a lot of high notes, and so when you start singing a lot of those without the technique, after 10 minutes you kind of lost your voice.
And was that something regular that you were losing your voice? I say regular.
I don't think I was really singing that regularly that it was much of a problem. But I think like over the last, say, 5 years, I've really wanted to just get into my music. And so I figured that, I should probably start working on this and get a bit of technique and, just get a healthy voice going.
Right. Yeah. And so, look, did anybody inspire you?
Yes. In fact, one of your other students, Claire.
All right.
Yeah,
she's newer than you.
Is she? Yeah. I think she heard me singing one time, and I can't remember if she mentioned to me directly or to my parents, but it was about how if I start learning the singing techniques, even if it's for a couple of months, that you'll kind of keep it for the rest of your life. And that was kind of the moment where I was like, okay, well, maybe this is something that I should try out. And yeah.
Well, it's funny, because about 8 to 10 years ago, I was in a conversation with a great teacher, great singer in Munich called Thomas Silverberg. Hello, Thomas, if you see this. And I asked Thomas, what does he do for warm-ups? And he said to me, he said, well, I haven't warmed up since 1975. And I think I said to you that before. And so Claire was kind of right. If the voice has been built, of course, we should always warm. We should always do exercise. I mean, that's in any part of our life, we should be, active. But once that part of the voice, once that voice is built, then it's easy to kind of slip back in and go, oh, this is where I should be.
Yeah.
How's your journey been?
Great. Like I say, those notes that I was hitting that were a struggle 2 years ago, I can quite easily hold them and keep doing them for the whole day if I want to,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
which has been the biggest sort of surprise to me.
Right. Are you getting tired ever now, or?
Not really, no.
Right.
Unless I'm like really trying to push the high notes, but in which case I need to hold back a little bit. But,
right.
Yeah.
So one of the things, and I'll speak to you now. One of the things that Lucas has really worked hard on is holding back, because Lucas, he's structured in such a way that the voice is massive. I actually really enjoy teaching Lucas. One of the reasons that I enjoy teaching you is because you have the ability to take what I say and embody it almost immediately, which is really quite a gift. To be able to hear something or to picture or imagine something and then say, oh, okay, that's how that works. Like you're nodding your head now, right? I see that all the time, which is really good. How about, right now, I think you said you were recording an album.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about that, because it sounded to me like a lot of fun.
It's been good fun. Yeah, so there was a band that I did a music video for years back. This is back when I was in high school, and I was a big fan of them. I always wanted to be part of their band. But for the last couple of years, I've kind of met on and off with their lead singer, like they're not a band anymore, and so he's kind of just been writing some stuff in the background, and so yeah, we had a couple jams every now and then, and now we've started writing this album, and the idea is that like neither of us are overly great at writing lyrics or anything like that, so we just decided, well, let's make the album about food. So like there'll be a song about cheesecake or beans or something like that, but like the music structure's there. It's just like the lyrics are a little bit just playful and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's been a load of fun just putting this together and making some music finally.
Yeah. Is that something you're going to release? And
yes. Yeah. So we don't have a real release date yet or anything, but we're aiming. Because one of the guys is moving to Australia in February or something like that, so we want to try and release it before then.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
But who knows?
Who knows? Wow. So I mean, what I love about that, the fact that it's an album about food, which sounds comical, but that thought process that you've had is, well, wait a minute, we're not good at this particular thing. Mm-hmm. Let's do something in order to progress that, which I think sometimes what we do is that we do stuff to distract us that doesn't enable creativity. And so what you've done and your friend have done is said, well, heck, we haven't got anything, let's do something. Yeah. And I think a lot of people can learn something from that in actual fact, does it have to be the best love song?
No.
Or does it have to be the, do you have to look inside yourself and say, I didn't feel it, man? I mean, this song is about cheese.
Yeah.
Right.
It's funny because even though it did start off quite comical and just kind of who cares, we have actually found like some of the songs have gotten a little bit of substance to them as well. Slightly political, softly political, but yeah, just so it's actually kind of cool that what started off as something just for fun is actually kind of progressing into an actual project.
Right.
Yeah.
We've covered many different genres, haven't we, really?
Yes.
We've done
opera to pop and
yeah, I know, but we've done a bit of George Benson.
Yeah.
Did I say Benson? George Benson.
Yeah.
A little bit of opera, like you say. Do you remember our first lesson?
Yeah, slightly. It's a long time ago.
Do you still reference what we did in that lesson?
I mean, we're always doing, Finding Tommy and...
Finding Tommy. Can you demonstrate Finding Tommy? Yeah. Do you remember why we were doing that? And
well, that is singing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's just getting that into the head and
we could, Lucas and I, have a whole conversation, as with all my other budding wizards and witches, have a conversation all day. Can you be a little bit more adventurous, please? Yeah, there we go. Now, if you notice, you didn't strain at all there.
No.
Yeah, and it's. I know it seems ridiculous, doesn't it? But in actual fact, that demonstrates the kind of freedom you have. You've just gone right up there, and you didn't notice Lucas go to get it, which is wonderful. So one of the things that I think I say this to everybody, but I say around that 18-month mark, everybody begins to turn. Was that right in your case?
Yes. Oh, yeah. But even before then, I was starting to really notice the difference. Even a few months after starting, I was able to just my mid-range and my sort of normal range was quite healthy then. But certainly at that 18-month mark, I was hitting the high notes and the low notes with
lots of resonance.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting. Sometimes I'll have you in the studio, and you'll be and you'll look at me and I'll look at you because you know that low note was instead of like this, and you'll know what to do, which is quite wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because now you've got a set of tools that you go, oh, I know how to do that now.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. Well, look, thank you for coming in.
No problem.
Not a problem at all.
Thanks for teaching me.
Oh, stop. No, it's my pleasure, actually. I mean, you know, one day I'm going to get this man to sing on camera.
All right.
Now I've put the gauntlet down now, haven't I? Yeah. So that'll be the next challenge.
Do it.
You'll do it. Aha! God, can you give me a ha?
Aha!
Oh, there we go. So you can see the voices there, can't you? All right, brilliant. Thanks so much, Lucas.
Yeah.
See you again. And if you want to find out how Lucas is becoming more free, that he's not getting tired, then why not email me at charles@sensationsofthesingingvoice, or log on to patreon.com/yourvoiceforlife, and there you'll find a range of therapies that will make you freer for your life. See you on the other side.